What is going on, YouTube? This is your boy like one half and duo, and going to be doing a little quick Ncast light, talking about what's going on in the news that's been coming out in gaming, and seeing what's going on with game right now. So, first of all, I want to give to Gorilla Games and them. You know what? You kept your budget on the lock and key. Make sure that it was good. You sold 3.55 million of Horizon Zero Dawn, and it became a success. That's good. Attachment rate still miserable for 50 sold, but you know what? I'm happy that you did that. You did have the time to make sure that you take care of make sure your game was on budget, on time, make sure everything was straight, and you produced a game that people like and did very well. I mean, I have not seen nobody talk about any problems with the game. Like I said, I missed with the game a couple times. Pretty damn good. When I get a PlayStation 4, I will be picking that game up because, like I said, it came out at the same time with Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it was not no Zelda killer, but it was still a good game to offer up for people. And it's something which I like. It's an exclusive. So kudos to you guys for doing something that help not only show that we need more like this, but we also need to share to help the industry, which is basically more exclusive, more reason to pick up the console, more better games. You take time. That's why I say I like exclusives. In theory, you're supposed to take more time because you're not in a push like a third party, because they're doing stuff more less than what exclusives were. So that's why I am pro exclusives. People don't like it. Oh, we gotta play our game. Nah, whatever. There's a reason why you have exclusive. There's nothing wrong in saying you can't have third parties, but third party is very important as well too. Without that, we wouldn't even have the industry we have right now. So good for that. Right now, you are basically there's a game on the screen called Fighter History. One of the cool games from my NES past, Super NES past, I should say. Love this game. Arcade style game, of course, and trust me, there are a lot of arcade ports on the Switch. I mean, people, y'all need to stop. Y'all have some games on there I think y'all might need to check out. Now, it's a true arcade port, so you got to relearn some buttons. But even though I would like to have the console version port, it give me a little challenge. I got to relearn the buttons again and then figure out how to go on, because I have also Mark of the Wolves, and what's the other game, fighting game I have? Oh yeah, World He Was Perfect. So liking that. This is a little cool little game. Like I said, I like back then where people had no problem trying to create a good game for everybody to have fun with, and they were clones, but back then they took, because most developers were their own publishers, they took time and made their own games, not like what it is right now. So this right here is just like, I mean, Ray is pretty cool. One of the moves I love in this game, oh man, and I do mean love, is his grab move, because you got a blue tornado, you got the kick, you got the rush. I forgot to call it rush again. But the one I like the most is the freaking his whole move, because that was back in the super back when I was into wrestling and stuff like that, and he calls it out. So that's why I like it, and he's to call it DDT, which take a good amount of your life down. So I like that thing. And also back then, also the background was dynamic, so you see the fireworks like that, and some of the stages that changes the background. Like you might fight in the daytime, then you might fight at night, or something changes. I like that. I like the dynamic background. Street Fighter 2 did it, but not as much as some other games after it, because I think people want. This is why I say the clones figure out what somebody else did and built upon that. So I like that. There you go. That's it right there, the DDT. Oh, I love that. But anyway, so this week and last week had some news. Now, we had a Pokemon Direct. I've seen a lot of people put up a lot of their videos, and some are butthurt, some are not. Again, not gonna call names. You are entitled to what you feel like. I don't, as I said multiple times on my channel, I don't really. How should I say this? Like I said, I'm in the industry of work, and I don't even feel that much animosity to just games and news like that, unless they are literally like doing some horrible things. Now, I will say the Pokemon Direct that came out, everybody's like, "Oh, it's only 8 minutes." Yeah, this is why where like everybody has these crazy. This is where one of my key rules of life is hype. Is one of the robbers of happiness, and most of y'all went in that happiness. Some of y'all went in with that whole thinking of, oh wait, they're gonna be Pokemon stars, and even a couple of people who had inside source, and this is the next thing. This is what I'm talking about. You see that the stage now is raining, and you can see how in the background, like the last stage, the guy broke the rock. But you see the raindrop is bouncing off the guys now. So that's what I like about this game. Like it was pretty cool at the time, back in the 90s. So I gave it a good. This one of the games I do like. I was gonna say that Cherry Goblin. That's what killed me. So, but like I said, all the inside people are like, oh man, I got an inside scoop. Pokemon stars, Pokemon this and that. Even though not 2 months ago, no, a month ago. It was a month ago. My mistake. A month ago, people asked that question to couple the Pokemon company, and they said we're not putting a mainline Pokemon game on the Switch no time soon. Maybe they thought they were going to do a fake out, but you know what? If the company says that, I'm going to go with that until they said otherwise, and that's what happened. So sad that happened, but Mel Dave 64 and all those people who got an inside sources, you're wrong, but whatever. Then you have Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon. Now, I'll say this. Some people feel kind of hurt because this is where it gets crazy, where I said our Pokemon fans, some like it, some don't. You're entitled to it. Like I say, you have that, whatever. And like Cherry Goblin said, like, if you bought Sun, Black and White and Black 2, you can't be arguing about this really, because you will be a hypocrite. There's some people who's like, here's the thing. I didn't play a Pokemon game since Gold and Silver, really. I'm not. I never said the games were never bad or never pick up. I think the Pokemon games has done something good in creating a phenomenon. I just got tired of repetition. That's me. But I'm not saying you never heard me say the game was bad or whatever. I'm seeing people say the games are bad. But I'm like, you're such a Pokemon fan. And then some of y'all get into this whole camp. Third generation is better than fourth generation. What the hell is that crap? I'm sorry. If you're fighting for generations, you're sad. I'm sorry. That is a sad existence. That is a sad existence. Oh, third generation better than second generation. Second generation better than the fifth generation. What? If it wasn't for the previous generation selling, you wouldn't get a generation now. And if you still play the games now, okay, if you want to be objective, the first generation was the best generation, because if it wasn't for the first generation, you would never have any other generations. People bought it back then, and some of you guys I know are younger, so you never played Gen 1 or 2. So quit with the nonsense. Enjoy your games. If this does not intrigue you, you could do a simple thing. Let your friends and your other people buy the game. You don't. You move on, find something else to play. So I don't get it. And the thing about it is, people say I'm not gonna reward this. Now, I gotta say for some people, you would reward broken games. But this right here, you would not buy. Again, I'm not saying you have to buy it. I'm just saying check your what do you call it? Just check your hypocrisy, okay? Now, if you ain't bought a game in a long time and this never intrigued you, and you was never gonna buy it in the first place. So there you go. But like I said, new game, basically Pokemon Black and White 2. I'm gonna wait and see what more information comes out. Cause I gotta say more information. It will be cool. I will say this if the Pokemon company want to be more friendly to the thing, I'll have no problem if the company comes out with a, like, if you get one and two, I'm sorry, Pokemon Sun and Moon, and have a collection with it as well too. So people, for those, I mean, just put it as one thing or put it as a DLC, but we don't know that's not gonna happen. As Sherry Garvin says, that's what they do. If you did so, Sun and Moon, and let's not get that. It ain't gonna be no Sun and Moon. Let's not get straight, okay? Pokemon Red and Blue had Yellow. Not really changed for the story. Gold and Silver had Emerald. It's like it changed so slightly, and you people still buy it. So this is nothing new. They've been established this from the get-go. See, if I see they established something from the get-go, then that's on you. Because I've seen people bought all 3 games in that setup. So I don't know why is it changed now? That's just ridiculous. Think about it. Red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, emerald. I mean, not emerald, gold, silver, I think it was platinum, and then yes, ruby and sapphire and emerald. I mean, they always had a third player of the game, and people still buy it. They had a little bit of detail into it and whatever. Now you're getting, now they elevated up with the black and gold thing, and then you took over. So it's just weird how people think like this, but yeah. It just is one of those things where you gotta check your hypocrisy and watch what you're saying and do stuff, man. Really do. Another thing is this. So that's Pokemon. So now, if you go back 2 months ago, not even 2 months ago, last year, where we were talking about Yin Yang say they changed it up after the 4th gen. Yeah, they changed it up a little bit, but I bought this, when I bought red and blue and yellow, all I had was Pikachu walking around me, a little tweak to the story. It was majority the same story. Same thing for the Gen 2 after that. Nothing really changed that much. A little bit, but that's about it. So they changed up a little bit to have 2 games back. They changed a full story instead of little tweaks. Now, and some of y'all go back and buy the rehash of a game of Leaf Green and Fire Red. I think that's what it's called and stuff like that. Nothing against people who bought it, but just look at what you bought. So it's weird, and I see people say, "Well, I wouldn't mind if they had a remake of this game, that game." So you want a remake of the game that you already played, and which everybody does. I do it too. but you get new content for like I said, if they didn't do this until now, I could see why people would get angry. But they have previous again, they've been doing it from almost from the beginning up till now. That's the part that's weird to me. So hey, whatever. Now I do like how Pokemon Company trolled. And I do mean they trolled. I do like how the Pokemon Company trolled the I like how the company trolled the Pokemon fans. It's sad. I'll say that they did troll them, but they did. I gotta laugh at this one though, cause this is funny as hell. Like, how should I say this? I was going back because I was watching the chat and saw what Yin Yang said, so that it had me. They troll the leakers, made people feel a certain way. But I gotta say this, like back in the day, back not the back last shoot, I'm thinking because I'm watching the action on the screen as well too while I'm talking to you guys. Back in an old school way, these was how should I say this? Thinking. We were talking about third parties, and we talked about games that's gonna get ported to the Switch. Remember, we talked about this. We had a talk about less games. We talked about what games will be ported to the Switch. We said a Pokemon DX, because if they're not gonna bring out the games, because we saw that it had Darkrai and Scissor and all that stuff, they're gonna port it. We said Hyrule Warriors. We said a lot of games really, but the top five. Me and Anderson was saying was Hyrule Warriors, Mario Kart, Star Fox. Mario Kart, Star Fox, Pokemon. Pokemon. Mario Kart, Star Fox, Pokemon. I know you have one more game. Oh man, I can't forget the game now. Gotta go to that podcast. So he said it was. Oh, Smash Brothers. Duh. And Smash Brothers. That's what it was. Do I think they're gonna have a Smash Brothers DX? I'm 90% sure that they're gonna have a Smash. Is this hyperbole? I'm not saying I ain't got no evidence about it. I like that fake thing that happened last week. No, but it's just there. It just be there to have a quick game to put out, because development takes a while and it's a quick game to clean up, put some stuff to it, put it out there so people can play, and it's a placeholder. So Pokemon DX. Like I said, I saw that we saw that. Me and Anderson saw that coming. I mean, like, yeah, not surprising. And there's some people who was I'll say this. There were some people who was on that podcast with us, and they were like, "Nah, I don't see coming." Like, you know what? That's cool. That's what you see. Whatever. We saw it because we was like that night before we did that podcast. We were talking about how to do certain games. A lot of people didn't buy these games. The Switch, the NX might be a cool console, because this was before the October reveal. We were talking about this. So it's just weird how people was like, nah, man, I don't see it coming, whatever. And that's why last year, before I went home, I said, y'all cracking, a couple people on my own podcast said, y'all cracking jokes about PlayStation and Xbox. Stop talking about that port stuff, because I could see Nintendo doing this for the NX, because of how people dogged the Wii U, even though it was a great console, but because they're so stupid and follow trends, they miss out good games. Nintendo will think, well, they missed out a couple games. Let's redo the game, add all these stuff in there, and pass it on, and they did. So Pokemon DX Tournament DX Fighter, whatever you want to Pokken. I mean, I say Pokken. Now it's Pokken. My mistake. Pokken. Yeah, not surprising at all. Now, I'll be honest with anybody out there, because like I said, I have the game on the Wii U. I have been playing that game. I've not beat it, but I will have the. I will say I'll wait. Maybe a price drop or something. I don't. And I know price drop ain't gonna be significant. Price drop or something. Maybe Amazon will help me out. Whatever. Since the Switch is, since the Switch is portable, I might get the game later. Not now, but later. So that's just how I feel about it. Anyway, so not surprising. I did like the game before. I like the new stuff they added on, new characters. Not gonna play the online mode because really don't care for online mode that much as a lot of people. I'm gonna play more with my local friends and play for myself right here and have fun about it. So no problem with that. I'm gonna enjoy some Pokemon Tournament DX later on, but not now. But they got people. They troll some of these leakers who was opening their mouth, and that's what you get. Now, I have to say this. Also, let's go with Fire Emblem Warriors. That controversy. Mailman, like I actually haven't bought Pokemon yet. I might get a new version. There you go. Well, it's a pretty good game if you like fight a different style of fighting game, and they did a really good job with it. Mailman, if you're looking for something like that, yeah, go ahead and pick it up. I'm like I said, look at reviews, see what it is. That's what I'm saying. I don't, because like I say, it's your money. You do what you have to do with it. I don't want telling people what to buy, but it is a pretty good game and I enjoy it. Just like what happened is I got what do you call it? I got what do you call it? Son of a gun. The crap. That's my train of thought for a second there. Like, but I got it because it's like I said, something different than the usual fighting game. So I picked. It's pretty cool to pick that up. So, but anyway, going to the next topic, I was talking about Fire Emblem Warriors. Seeing a lot of people thinking, "Oh my God, Fire Emblem Warriors, my character's not in there, whatever." Again, what is up with people not listening to what the company Nintendo said? They said they're gonna pick games from. You have two new characters, a brother and sister, just like they did with Fire Emblem Heroes. They're picking characters from Awakening, Fates, and Echoes. You're gonna have your Marth, you're gonna have your Roy, you're gonna have your Ike, you're gonna have. I was still gonna put a Lin in there. It's gonna be DLC characters. I consider that no problem because of they call it. I could go up and see this in DLC characters just like Hyrule Warriors. And if Koei Tecmo do a next Tekken, not Tekken, Caesar Pass that they did Hyrule Warriors, $20 for all that content, I have no problem with that. I still have not beat Hyrule Warriors Legends. It's ridiculously too much shit going on in that game. My goal is to get there, but holy crap, it's going to take me years to do that. Hyrule Warriors is, yeah, I'm sorry. Nope. So if they do the same thing, they're gonna have different levels from different. See, I mean, they're gonna do it. They're gonna have those different marks. I hope they put in. For me, I would like if anybody, I would like them to put in there on my turf. If you don't get it put in there, it doesn't bother me. But to just like I said, if to my turf would be Lynn. I like Lynn. I love Celica. I love Mage. I love like there's many other. I've been playing with Hyrule Warrior. I mean, for 500 from since two, which was Gaiden, which is Echoes now. So there are many. Um, excuse me. I apologize for that. There are many bad guys. I mean, about good guys and bad guys. The Dark Knight, Hector. Like they got so many things with the story. So, and of course, it kind of makes sense to use. Let me help you out there. It kind of does make sense to use Awakening because Awakening gave you the most generic, which is basically the most generic mooks you can mess with that have a little bit of character, not character. How you say it? That have a little bit of no, it is character. Yeah, they have a little bit of character. A little bit of character, which was the reason. So I see this. I'm gonna wait and see if Hyrule Warriors get a legendary edition. Nothing wrong, man. Choose your flavor. You can wait and see. Nothing's gonna stop. Nigga, say I would say wait. Yeah, go ahead and wait, dude. Unlike other people, wait if they don't comes out, whatever it is, and they are releasing. They are doing this differently. They're releasing both games at the same day, according to what we saw last. What they said. So I don't know if they're gonna do it that way, but if they do, if it is, I said tell anybody out there, wait, just wait. You're gonna and then see if the game is your flavor and you pick it up. So yeah, it is that. So I mean, you're not your favorite. Like I said, my favorite character is not in my Don't start that, Sprite. You don't start that. I don't care which. That's your flavor. That's good. That's like I said before. That whole gen thing is the most dumbest argument I've seen. That's the best gen. That's the best gen. That's the best gen. Without the first gen, there will be no other gens. And before the price, and if you like Gen 4 without Gen 3, you wouldn't have Gen 4. Without Gen 4, you wouldn't have Gen 5. You like Gen 5. If you don't like the game, don't buy it. If you like the game, buy it. Simple and easy. One thing about this game too, I like is when when you are close to what you call it, like how you say it, like confusing character or DC in them, like how the stuff flashes up. It might be a Street Fighter clone, just says Sprite, but again, back in those days, a lot of Street Fighter clones was good, and they emulated stuff. To me, they added their own stuff to Street Fighter. Street Fighter is still a great game and still the king of fighting and stuff, but I like when games took the mechanic and added stuff to it. That's back in those days where they make their own unique stuff and add it to the game. We don't get that no more, except for indies. Anyway, maybe, but criticizing gens allowable when you have played them all. Okay. I don't argue with you on that one, Yin Yao. I mean, my sister played all the gens, and they like she played all the gens. Rebecca played the older gens. She's like, I got a favorite gen, but I really don't care. She got the same kind of attitude as me, and she's a Poke fan. So it's really not like set up to be that way. So what kills me now is like so just if you don't like it, don't buy that. I mean, there's nothing else I can say about that. I don't think that the direct was bad. You got information, you going on. Now, I'll say this now. I'm happy to see people talking about this. Hey, EA, Oh boy, EA. I said this 2 months ago when everybody thought, well, not even 2 months ago. I said this before the Switch reveal. People, I don't know why y'all trust a lot of things. Now I gotta give it to. I just saw that it looked like 2K Games has worked with Nintendo. Nintendo has sent some people to help run 2K games so it can run pretty good. That's good. And 2K Games is going all the way. Even though they're you call it chief? How do you call it? Their CEO is a jackwagon. I don't like the dude. Dude says too much garbage out of stuff, and he knows how to milk. He knows how to make DLC. I hope he don't put that crap on the daggone Switch. But yeah, there'll be some games coming out that if you 2K games look like they're taking advantage of the Switch and doing some stuff. So I'm looking at, but EA. Now if you go check this out. They're calling the FIFA. What they said, we're doing an unprecedented partnership, which was the same thing they said with the Wii U, and they gave us bull crap. But who am I? It's anything. And then you had the PA guy, not the PA guy, not the PA. You call him again? Basically, the personal revelation, personal for the people to take care of people and whatever. Like he came on and dogged the Wii U and of course all kind of stuff and burned some bridges. So like, you know what? It is what it is, dude. So it's just ridiculous. But now if you go to GameStop.com, you could go. FIFA 18 is coming on all consoles, even legacy consoles like PlayStation 3 and 360. Okay. But everybody has a bonus except for Switch. Huh. And I'll say this because I say this to people out there. It might not have the graphic fidelity as people wanted, but here's the thing though. I've made FIFA game. I can say what I'm saying. I'm wrong. Sorry. I've not made. I have worked on FIFA game. I worked in 2004, 5 and FIFA World Cup 2006. And those games was on a Nintendo console. Those was on a Nintendo console. The only time your graphic you need the graphics to look whatever photorealistic whatever is when you are taking a picture of the players, when you're doing an instant replay with the players, whatever. But majority of the time you got an isometric view or top down view depending on what you want to take it or the back view. And the physics should not be no problem because Breath of the Wild just proved on the Wii U nothing less that physics don't mean nothing. That this console could do some crazy ass physics. So let's not play that stupid game, EA. But let's wait and see. And I don't know why people give hopes for third parties. Let me see what else I could talk about before I call this up. Oh, Capcom. Now I stand by what I said. I know another gamer said he don't like what I said in my post on Google Plus about Capcom. Sorry, I stand by what I said, and I never said that this is the ultimate blah blah blah. I said just like with EA, Capcom have said crap in the past, and they never follow up on the S. That's what I said. Because they did a crazy deal with Nintendo Metal Mint. That's why. I'll speak of that in another video. But anyway, now you have, as Sprite knows, the whole Mega Man 2 collection. So if you go to if you go to Capcom's IR pages and look at their sales of the game like you would do for Nintendo and all that stuff. The Mega Man collection sold 50,000 50,000 plus. Let's just because it was like 50,000 plus for PC, because of course people hacked the game. No shit. No more than 25,000 X for Xbox. 100 plus thousand for PlayStation 4, and 270,000 for the 3DS. Yeah, and remember, Mega Man 9 and 10 was Wii game exclusive before they put it out. It came on the Wii first, so it's just ridiculous with this idiocracy. It really is. And it gets on my nerve. It gets on my nerve. So again, I'm not pulling Capcom out of no daggone. I'm not. I'm not giving them a pass. Prove to me whatever. Marvel's. Let me see. I mean, get sure that you're gonna put new IPs or do a remake of an old game that wasn't there. If you do a Beautiful Joe remake, I feel like okay, that a lot of Nintendo fans remember Beautiful Joe. Same thing or stuff like that. But come on, hell, if I was Capcom, other than the Disney collection, which is flopping, who did not see that coming? How about the Okami collection? The Switch could do all that stuff. Do the Akami and Akami together. Even though there's two different styles, it could work on the Switch. That would make sense. But like I said, I don't have that much faith in Capcom like that. They make games. People like them. They buy me. I speak with my wallet. So if they want to make games and people want to keep on supporting them, go right ahead. Do what you do. Me, I'm gonna take my time and enjoy what I have, but I'm not doing that. Am I gonna buy Street Fighter 2, the final challenge? Yes, no time soon. I will be. I'll buy it. I'm gonna buy it for because look like on Amazon you get it for $29. So that's what I'll be doing. Funny, huh? Look at you making typos, right? So don't give me that crap last time. But anyway, you got that. And then what else? I think I have one more thing I wanted to put up on it. It was Capcom was just the tip of the bird, and it was something else. I'm gonna let it go. I don't think I got anything at the top of my mind right now. Other than people buy your games and enjoy them. If you don't like it, you don't buy it. You know the usual stuff I always say. Not most of the stuff I do not. Most of the stuff I do not like. What do you call it? I the thing I don't want to toot my horn, but it's like it's just like I said. I last year I called that there are gonna be some ports. You can go back to the 3D Let's game. We talk about 3D games and all that stuff. I say what it is, and I work in the industry, so I know certain things that were there. I'm not, and those I don't know, I don't say because I don't know. So something again, I'm like, there's only a few people I know that if they don't know something, they don't know. If you don't get opinionated guess, they'll say it. But then don't be like other people like, oh, I got inside sources that said Pokemon Stars is this and whatever. There might be a Pokemon Stars, but not the way that these people think about it. You got that right, I mean, Yao. But it's just the industry is hurting for many reasons. No, Sprite, stop being a jabroni. The 8-bit games are not that hard to port. You bastard. Hell, we can't say it because look right now. Like I said, you know it for more than anything. Sprite being a joke, but 16-bit games are on the freaking Switch right now. Them arcade games, 16-bit, 32-bit, 60. Holy crap! Arcade ports from fighting games from, and again, SNK. They're knocking it out of the park with some of their ports, man. So they got that. I would love to see a port of this game on the Switch. Because I always like I said, this is back in the day when you had that DDT baby. That's what you used to love Ray for. DDT, bang. And they might do that. That Capcom make whatever they gotta do. But that said, like I'm enjoying. I have my Switch really. I am coming close to beating Trials of Cold Steel 2. Hopefully I'll beat that game pretty within like the next 2 weeks or so. Breath of the Wild, I have now gotten. Let's see. Wait, is it confirmed that? Yep. Well, Sprite just answered your question. Terrell 83. Yeah, that's what I use. I ain't using the Switch. The regular Switch control Joy-Cons to play those fighting games. Heck no, no. Those games need a D-pad. Or as Sprite will be a joystick. I'm not a joystick person unless I'm right beside the cop by the what do you call it? Right by in the arcade, but nah, I love me a D-pad. If I had to choose, I choose a D-pad. That's why I bought me the Switch Pro controller. I know there are gonna be some arcade games that is gonna come to the Switch. I did not know SNK would go all out. I definitely did not know they would go all out with all these games that's on the Switch right now. Because if you go to the eShop, there are a lot of fighting games on the Switch. The arcade ports, Mark of the Wolves, Perfect. Warrior was Perfect, King of the Fighters, Fatal Fury, Last Samurai Showdown. Man, this is just. I mean, there are of course Street Fighter 2, the final challenger. I would hope so. It's right. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I hope they do that. I hope they do something like that. That'd be cool if they could do a Joy-Con with a D-pad. But I don't. If they have a demand for it, yeah, they actually could do a special for it to say, hey, this is for for people out there who don't really share the Joy-Cons and just want to have the game like that. Yeah, I think this. So I think they should do a D-pad Joy-Con for the fun of it. But like I said, that's why I bought me the Joy-Con, Switch Pro controller. I know a lot of people's like, oh man, you forced me to buy a controller. Yeah, so did Xbox when you buy your second controller or pay for $60 online and all that stuff. And oh yes, let me talk. I forgot about that. People have listened to me say this on my video in the past. I said in the last couple when my price thing, I specifically about the price online. Now Nintendo came out and knocked out the park with the price of their online service. I said once and I'll say it again. Some of y'all, if you don't eat a sandwich or you don't eat lunch, you could play for Xbox 360, PlayStation. You do that. If online is that important to you, I think you should do it. And again, PC guys, stop that nonsense. Oh, I get it for free. You want to watch Hulu or Netflix, you got to pay something still, though. So stop being a jackass about that. Just because you play games, but if you want to watch a movie, which is just interactive, you ain't have that, you still got to pay to see it. So stop that nonsense, man. Seriously. But not bad. $20, basically $1.66 per month. That's freaking cool. So that's pretty awesome. I can't argue with that regard in that way. But that's a good little price right there. I guess for me, I gotta see when Nintendo's go up to. I still say I have to do still highlight the non-subscriber stuff. And oh yeah, before I done, I'm sick of. I'm gonna do another video because I saw a video from somebody else that everybody here knows, and I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna just until we know more information. I just quit until the point. My last two videos about the voice chat basically sums it up, but the ending part of the last video that I did makes it easy. If people get angry, oh, we're gonna put this and that. You have, even before the switch come out, you have a voice chat system. Half of these people who talk this nonsense have a freaking smartphone. Why don't you use the freaking apps in your smartphone? And you're gonna spend no money. Use the apps on your iPhone and Android to talk to the people that you like, that you want to talk to, and play games. If there's a game, because right now there's not many games to play online like that needs competitive other than shit talking. Mario Kart really doesn't. You don't really need no strategy for Mario Kart. Let's get that out of the way. Splatoon, other than the Salmon Run, a little bit, but we'll see how that works out. But that's the only thing I can think of. If the two still have the same thing, no. Heck no, because it's just chaotic. Smash Brothers, just chaotic, just shit talking. Then you don't need no free. All I gotta do is just take your phone, put a Bluetooth to it, since y'all got a Bluetooth problem, and just play the bloody game. Talk on your phone, call somebody up, do that. It's free. You can't beat free. It's free. I don't know why people are arguing. Free is simple. Free is easy. Free is done. You gotta worry about nothing. Y'all come on, well, that's the answer way that Nintendo to do is hurry introduce this, not Nintendo. Also, Nintendo told you when they revealed the damn Switch, like I said in the video, they told you they were gonna do voice chat through the freaking app. They told you that from the get-go. So most thing right now uses it's just simple. I don't you guys are making something out of nothing for real. The Hori thing is for Splatoon people who want to do it and who people want to do it. It's already sold out in Japan, like I said before. So don't worry about it in America if you want to ever. Just take your phone, get Google Plus, Hangout, Discord, Omelette Chat, Skype, VTech, VTalk, all these other places, whatever that you like. Plug up your Bluetooth set to your phone and talk to your friends while playing that game. You want to play Mario Kart online, link up online, play, and whatever. You know what, and then you can have a true talk, whatever. Not messed up the bandwidth, not doing nothing crazy, just having fun talking. Simple. Stop. I don't know why you guys like to make something out of nothing. And the thing about it is, the same thing that's going on with the voice chat, like I said, for the Switch, works perfectly with Xbox and 360. I mean, Xbox and the 360, so what's one and the 360, and PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. And the thing that came about it is, all these people who say this stuff, I never heard anybody say like, hey, well, PlayStation 4, which has their system is not the most reliable system. Oh wait, system goes down. What are you gonna do? You can't play the game and you can't have voice chat. Just shut the frig up, seriously. I don't know if we'll get a new. I would think we'll get a DX edition. Sakurai is not working on Smash Brothers. That I do know. I think you'll get a DX version of Smash Brothers. I mean, yeah. And the thing what it is, the thing that, and Anderson brought up a good point before I leave. The same people who are making complaints about voice chat was rationing voice chat last time for Splatoon, and now got a problem with that. That's what I said. You can figure out who the people are right now. You gave the same thing right there, but now you can't use the same reason for now. It's just weird. It's just weird. When they say I'm not gonna use, but I'm not gonna. It doesn't bother me because I don't care for voice chat. So who are you fighting for? Who's the straw man you pulling? I hate that Nintendo's making me use a separate app, so I'm going to use a different app instead. Mint, you are an ass. Bravo, but you're an ass. If you're gonna do a DK run like we were talking about Sprite, I think it's best just to do a dual pack. Do a Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze and Donkey Kong Country Returns dual pack. That makes more sense to do that. Real shit talk. Really talk about what's going on in the game. No, you're right, Anderson. DDT. Ah, I love that. Love that move. Just love that move. That's what I like Ray. Right here, bam, boom. But anyway, other than that, that's about it, people. Get with your life. Understand what game is all about. Those, if you don't like the Pokemon event, sorry that you it like I said, one of my three things that stop happiness is basically hype, comparison, and popularity. And y'all trying to get hype for some weird reason I don't know. But you stop that Sprite, you jabroni. Anyway, but seriously. That's what it's all about. So with that said, for people out there, please enjoy your games. All right. Stop crying for stupid stuff. If it's the stuff that we need, the thing about it that kills me is like how in real life and stuff like that, the stuff we need to be talking about or crying about and trying to stop and fix without money, we don't. But we let the bull crap get through about the other true stuff. We just leave it alone. You don't like it, don't buy it. None of that. The story is. But all the DLC broken games, all that crap, nah, y'all go out and buy the game. I'm happy some of the games are still not doing great. Like, I mean, Mass Effect Andromeda, that was a flop for EA because they wanted to sell 3 million in opening weekend. Didn't happen. You cocky bastards. When you start Sprite, this was a real powerful Street Fighter, and you know it. But it's still, I have to say, this is just a comparable game to Street Fighter. This game is a comparable game to Street Fighter. I wish they had a hyper move set up. They kind of do, but it's like it's kind of like the XC moves instead of like a like alpha, like an alpha move. But other than that, yeah, just enjoy your games out there, guys. Just sit back, relax, enjoy games, have fun, play them. Cause you know the old saying is, "There's no problem." And I'll send a link to Anderson. Remember, Yin, if you want to join in, I'll put a link to you as well too if you want to join in. But there's no perfect games out there. All right, what's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy your games, no matter what. On all consoles, anytime you have it, even on PC. Just enjoy your games, all right? People, peace out.